Do you want to have the ultimate control over your life? Welcome to Take Control with Whitney Wells, where we will explore all topics of life that we try and control, what this creates for you, and how to have successful relationships all while empowering yourself. Keep listening and let's have some fun. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 30 of Take Control with Whitney Wells. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to talk about the simple and daily steps to transform your relationships. So I wanted to pick this topic because many people set goals for themselves and want for things, want to create things, and oftentimes a new year brings new goal setting, new wants, new desires. So I wanted to talk about simplifying that. You know, sometimes these goals can kind of overtake us, right? They're like, oh, they're so big. It's hard to get to that place where we can believe that they're possible. So let's simplify it. Instead of it being complicated, it doesn't have to be. We can just pull back and let's make it simple so that you can get what you want. Now, setting and striving for big goals is so great simply because it's fun, and why not, right? Why not stretch yourself and work towards something that you want? Why not work towards something simply because you can? So making goals in your life, I think, is so great. But today, we're going to talk about daily intentions instead of these big goals. Now, what do I mean by that? When I say daily intentions, I mean the daily practices you plan to live each day intentionally. We're going to focus on simplifying it all and taking that complicated out of it. So if you want to have happier and more enjoyable relationships in a simple way, so keep listening to learn more about applying your daily intentions to create this. Now, why is this so beneficial to focus on your daily intentions? A big goal can be overwhelming, right? It can be overwhelming to think about that big goal that you've set. It can be scary to work towards something that is larger than life. It can be so out of reach at times that you can't even imagine being there. Now, sometimes if this goal is so big that you've set, it's scary and unimaginable. It could actually paralyze you from striving towards it, from attaining it, from moving towards that goal that you want. So how can daily intentions make for a happier existence in your day-to-day? When striving for a goal, there is a desired destination. And once you hit that desired destination, you may feel great initially, right? Like, yes, I've reached my goal. But then sometimes a sense of letdown may occur when you think, well, what now? With no goal to strive towards anymore. Now, with daily intentions, you're living in that present and you're focused on the daily work. There is no measurable destination, so there is no letdown after the fact. You can live into your intentions each day to become the person that you want, to create that relationship that you want. Setting daily intentions makes it all smaller, makes it simplified, right? It makes it attainable. Let's take the example of running your first marathon. this goal could be scary and really big for some people. But when you break it down and focus on daily actions or daily practices that you would want to take, and how you want to feel and think to complete these daily actions and daily practices, you have simplified that big goal. I'm sure you have heard something along the lines of enjoy the journey, right? Well, daily intentions will make the journey the real gift. Living within your intentions is such a great way to enjoy your present moment each and every day. Living your daily intentions, I believe, is where the magic lives. This is where you will transform your life. Now, I do want to mention that daily intentions can be used in conjunction with the big and the measurable goals. This would look like breaking the goal down into daily actions, daily thoughts, daily feelings, breaking it down into smaller steps. These actions, right, these daily actions come from your intentional feelings, and your feelings come from your intentional thoughts. So let's look at that example of running a marathon that we talked about earlier. When we break it down into smaller actions taken each day, it may look like get dressed in your running clothes, put your running shoes on, and then run for a certain amount of miles. Not the full marathon, right? Now, what would you need to feel and to think to take these actions? Maybe motivated or determined or focused or capable. And some thoughts you may think would be, I can do this. I got this. I can totally run this amount of miles today. I can take this small step. I am a runner. I love to move my body. By finding the joy in the daily intentions rather than just the destination, right? By finding the joy in running the few miles each day, by putting your running shoes on, by putting your running clothes on, by finding the joy in all of that, rather than just the 26 miles that you're going to run on marathon day, you have eliminated or decreased the feeling of the letdown after you have reached that goal. You're enjoying the journey. Daily intentions breaks down this big goal into daily practice that you are living into. What I want to focus on today is applying daily intentions to non-measurable goals. Now we see how it can be applied to measurable goals, and that is a very useful tool. But when you apply it to non-measurable goals, you can use it to create the relationships that you want, the life that you want in a different way. You can use it to have that happy and connected and thriving relationship. Setting and achieving goals are usually most effective when they are measurable, right? So you can determine when you have reached your goal, such as running the marathon. This makes sense. But many times we have broad, non-measurable desires. So you can set a goal of having a better relationship, a more connected relationship, a fun relationship. And while this isn't measurable, you can still create this for yourself. And I suggest you do so with your daily intentions towards this desire. Just instead of making it a goal, make it an intention. Having better relationships need daily intentions by practicing daily intentional thoughts, feeling daily intentional feelings, taking daily intentional actions to create your intentional result of having the relationship that you want. So how do you put this all into action? What does this actually look like? Now let's look at this example of having a happy and connected relationship. This isn't measurable, but it is able to be practiced intentionally each day. And if you are trying to create this in your life and you don't currently have it, it's actually necessary to put this into practice daily with your intentions. What I mean by that is, if you want something that you don't currently have, such as a happy and connected relationship, it requires you to take control, believe new things, and practice this daily. If you want to feel happy and connected, this comes from what you choose to think and what thoughts you choose to focus on each day. This is where your power is. It comes from what thoughts you choose to focus on about this person, about the other person in the relationship each day. Now, this doesn't just happen. It's not like you can flick a switch and it just happens. It involves daily practice with intention. So what could these daily intentions look like for this non-measurable goal of having a connected and happy relationship? To start, I suggest doing a thought download. And this means simply just getting all of your thoughts out of your head. All of the current thoughts that you're thinking, get them out of your head without judgment. Put them onto a piece of paper so they aren't in your head. So they aren't growing and creating the things in your life without your intention, without your control, without your focus. You want to get them out of your head. Then once they're out of your head, you can take a look at them. The next step, think about the relationship you want. Start off with this initial belief of what you want and that this is possible. This will happen. Drop into knowing that this will happen without a timeline or without urgency towards reaching this place. And now from this place of belief for this relationship or life that you want, think intentionally by answering these questions for yourself. Why do you love this person? What are you grateful for about this person? Why are you thankful for him or her? What do you appreciate about them? These are just some examples. You can ask yourself other questions, see what comes up for you. And then you want to focus your brain on the thoughts that bring you closer and more connected to this person. So see what comes up and ask yourself, is this useful? Is there an upside to thinking this? Is this benefiting me in my relationship? Focus on the thoughts that bring you closer and more connected, if that's what you want to create. Focus on the thoughts that generate happiness and love and connection, if that's what you want to create. And then when you focus on these thoughts, your actions will follow from these feelings that create what you want, to create this relationship that you want. And then rinse and repeat. While this is simple, right? You're coming up with thoughts, you're focusing on them. You're choosing these thoughts intentionally. It's simple, but it's not always easy. It takes practice. You have beliefs, right? You have thoughts you've been thinking over and over again. And we are replacing those to create something new for you. Now, creating this relationship, there's no measurable destination, right? But instead, you are creating this new way of life. You're living into it each day. You can enjoy that journey. You're turning the journey into your life by practicing it each day. With your daily intentions, you are living in the present while taking steps towards the person you want to be, to have the experience you want to have, to create that relationship that you want. So, do you have a non-measurable goal? Do you have a goal of having a more connected, better, happy, thriving relationship? Or do you have a big, measurable goal? Either way, you can use this tool. Try breaking them down with daily intentions to simplify what you're striving for, to make it more attainable, and to enjoy the whole journey. You can create the relationships that you want and that you so badly desire with simplifying it down into focusing your brain on what you decide to focus on rather than letting it run free and wild. You can take control. Thank you so much for listening. If you want free coaching, we can solve any problem in 20 minutes. I highly recommend it. Simply head over to whitneywellscoaching.com, click on Work With Me, and you can sign up for a free 20-minute session. I would love, love, love to coach you. All right, I will talk to you next week. Happy Monday. Bye. Do you want to explore these topics further? Are you ready to live the life that you want to live on purpose while controlling what you have control over? I would love to be your life coach. If you're interested, simply head over to whitneywellscoaching.com and book an appointment with me today. I can't wait to work with you.